Welcome everyone to this brand new series here on this channel for Football Manager 2017. Welcome to Deportivo Alavés. Now, I've been wanting to do a save on Football Manager in La Liga for so long now. I've been wanting to do a save with Alaves since the start of this season, ever since I saw that game that they played at home, or was it away, against Atletico Madrid, where it finished 1-1 and it was a late equaliser by Manu Garcia. I was like, they've got real spirit, they've got fight, this team, and it would be brilliant to take them all the way in a save on Football Manager, and that's what I hope to do for this save. That's what I'm starting right now for this series, and I hope you guys are going to join me on this journey. Ever since Alaves got promoted to La Liga, things have been pretty decent for them, to be honest. It's probably gone better than expected. I mean, as I'm recording this, they currently sit 10th in La Liga. They've really got to work. There's been no messing around from this team, and as I've already mentioned, if you take the time to actually sit down and watch Alaves, they show such determination. They really want to stay in La Liga. And maybe at some point we'll see them lift some silverware. In real life, they're probably some way off that at the moment, but that's where I come in with this save. As I really do hope that we can give the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona a run for their money. Now, looking at strengths and weaknesses, yeah, there's a lot of weaknesses in this team, but they're only superficial sort of things, like a squad lacks quality decision making, things that can be fixed with just one player being brought in the transfer window, or maybe a new addition to backroom staff. As you can see, quality of passing within the squad remains disappointing, but something that we can work on as the season goes on. But when you look at the strengths, straight away you'll notice that defence and midfield depth is mentioned. Now, those are two areas that are going to be key for us this season, because we're going to be coming up against some real attacking teams such as Real Madrid, Barcelona, Sevilla, the list goes on. And having that quality in depth, it's kind of made my life a little bit easier as well. My first season here in charge of Alaves, because I don't have to go straight into that transfer window and use up all of the budget. You can see that's one of the weaknesses. There's only 14,000 left. That's probably because I've used just a little bit on one or two players, and I'll get to those in just a moment. But apart from that, I'm going to be working with what I've got at my disposal here at Deportivo Alavés. Let's meet the team then. Let's meet the key players in this Alaves squad. So the first choice goalkeeper is Fernando Pacheco at the age of 24. Quite a young age as well to be a first team goalkeeper. Not bad either, looking at those attributes. He's had a brilliant pre-season as well, as you can already see by his stats down the bottom there. But the key attributes that stand out, one-on-ones, he's going to need that when coming up against the likes of Messi and Ronaldo this season. And his reflexes are brilliant as well at 24. Now, he does have competition in that position in Adrian Ortola. He's a year younger, so of course he is a year behind on development. Theo Hernandez is currently on loan from Atletico Madrid at the age of 18. His current ability is 3 stars, can go up to 5 eventually. But he can play it right back, centre half. It's going to help out. Again, it's that strength in numbers at the back. Manu Garcia, captain for Deportivo Alavés, the focal point for this team at the age of 30. His natural position, central midfield. But if need be, he can be pushed out onto the left. He is a workhorse, he will get the job done, and he does not shy away from the big matches, and one of his strongest attributes is that he works well within a team. You saw his name mentioned just a moment ago. Alexander Katai, the 25-year-old, can play on the left, can play on the right, or can play in the hole, and that is where he will be in my system, my 4-2-3-1 formation in that central attacking mid role. I really can't wait to work with Gomez for the season ahead. He will be used for the left side. He came off the bench twice in pre-season. Had a 7.10 rating. I just can't wait to see what he can produce against some of the big teams in Liga this season. Look at those attributes though. His acceleration 14, his pace 14. We'll be looking to get that out of him. And his crossing 17. Finally, Davison. He is currently on loan from Levante. He's valued at 3 million. At the age of 25, the Brazilian has a real keen eye for goal. He does not shy away from putting the ball in the back of the net. He started 2 games in pre-season, came off the bench twice as well, scored 4 goals, as you'll see in just a moment. And he is going to be crucial for us for the season ahead, spearheading our attack. He's really good in the air. He's a decent player for most La Liga sides. And most importantly, he's got a determined attitude. We didn't play many games in pre-season. I was focusing mainly on fitness for the players because we have got a tough away game to kick the La Liga season off. Now, we did beat the B team, Alaves B, as you can see, by 3-0. It was Edgar with a goal in the 26th minute, and then Davison managed to grab 2. 13 days later, we were on tour and we played Sestao River. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but we beat them 4-0. Davison with another goal, LaGuardia with 2, Santos with 1. Gimnastica were our next victims in pre-season. We beat them 4-1. We conceded our first goal in pre-season as well. Platero with a goal for them, but Klooster got a goal for us. Edgar with 2 and Taquero with 1. And finally, we returned home to play Barcelona's B team and we beat them 4-0. Goals were just raining for Deportivo Alavés in pre-season. It's all about winning games by big margins, getting that morale up, ready for the season ahead. Not many recognisable names in the B team for Barca, but it's still good for morale. 4-0 it finished at home. I've only made 3 signings. The majority of those were frees, so we haven't had to spend that much. The first being Dwight Tiendale, former Swansea player at the age of 30. I brought him in for that squad depth at the back, especially right back position, as I felt that needed a bit of attention. And he will be used on a rotational basis as the season goes on. So if we are to pick up an injury in that position, then he can come in and fill in and hopefully do a decent job for us there. Up next, Milton Klooster. I have taken a chance on this young lad. 19, is Dutch. He's another free for Deportivo Alavés. Haven't had to spend any money on him whatsoever. Let's see if he takes the bull by the horns. Let's see if he gets stuck in here in La Liga. I mean, he already grabbed a goal in pre-season, so promising so far. Fingers crossed for him. And finally, on loan from Manchester City is Manu Garcia. He is also Spanish as well, so he'll feel right at home at Deportivo Alavés and can be used as a number 10 or a central midfielder. I think he'll be a great backup to have, as he is a natural in a couple of positions. As you can see, his balance and ability on the ball make him a fairly skillful player, so maybe we can give him a bit of that freedom whenever he does come on for Alaves. So to wrap things up then for this first episode in my Deportivo Alavés save on FM 17, this is how our calendar looks. We kick off the season against Eibar away from home. And then we've got Athletic Bilbao. That's a game to watch out for. They are the Alaves' biggest rivals. It is a home fixture as well. Then we've got Atletico Madrid. I'm just pinpointing the big games for us. We've got Valencia, Barcelona, Real Madrid. We play Madrid at home first, and then obviously we'll have them later on in the season. Look at that. Barcelona and Real Madrid just 7 days apart from one another. Then we've got, look at that, Sevilla, Valencia, Barcelona, Real Madrid. That is going to be a tough couple of weeks for us, especially at the end of the season where we could potentially be battling against relegation. Who knows? Or maybe in the title race. Join me for the next episode then, guys, as we kick off our campaign in La Liga.